Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe. Please do. Okay, so I have my daughter the 26th of January. I was in labor for 17 hours actually. Like I had my baby shower 2 weeks before I was due, and my daughter ended up coming out on the day of my shower. Oh my God. Within 8 o'clock in the morning when I opened my eyes, I was so excited. I was like, today's my shower, finally. And then guess what? Water had broken. Oh my God. So my water broke. But it was coming like it wasn't like a gushing water or anything. It was just like a little bit of water, but it was enough to fill my pot. But what did your girl do? Y'all, she took a shower and put her pad on and went to decorate the hall. So I went to decorate. We decorated in the morning until around 12. I started having pain. It started at first. It was like 10 minutes apart. And I was still pushing. I kept telling myself, well, if I can just make it to like doing my makeup and stuff, I don't have to get to the shower, then I can go into the hospital, but it's still 10 minutes apart. Okay, never mind. All right. So I was like, I can just do this. I can do this. I can just, just like take this to once I can get to do my makeup. At least I can, at least on the bright side, like I have makeup on, I can get to the hospital with makeup on. Until like around 4, I came home, grabbed my things. I did my friend's makeup. I did my friend makeup. And then after doing my friend makeup, I left my mom's place. So because that's where like they were cooking and stuff. So I went there and it was around 6. And then now the pain is literally 3 minutes apart. And I'm sitting here telling myself, if I can just get to the shower and like, just like be there for like 1 hour, like I just want to make sure everything is okay, like everything is set to where I want them to be. If I can just like get there and make sure like everything is set, on point, and ready to go, and like the fruit is there and whatnot, I can literally just be satisfied and go to the hospital. And I'm talking, this is like around like 6:30, and my shower was supposed to start at 7. But because I'm African, and if you are African, you know that people are not going to be there until like 8 o'clock. So, yeah, I basically was in pain. My labor was like 2 minutes apart this time. Literally, like I'm in pain. But I am still telling myself, I have to make sure everything is right before I leave, because that's the kind of person I am. When I plan, I needed to go according to how I plan it. So yeah, I kind of have trouble with my husband there because, just saying. So yeah, and then I pretty much just kept like stalling. And then after getting my makeup done, we went to the hall, and then I was so stressed out. The DJ wasn't there yet, and it was 7 o'clock, and then there's nobody there. I'm like, the shower's supposed to start now, and nobody's here. And the DJ's not here, and blah, blah, blah. And then my husband just like calming me and telling me like, we need to go to the hospital. Like, you've been like, your water been coming up down all day, which it was, because at this point in time, like my stomach had gotten so small. So like at this time, like my belly had literally like shrink in, because I had been like, I had changed so many pads throughout the day, like just like pad upon pad upon pad, and the water keep coming, and it will come and then it will stop, and then it will come again and then it will stop, and then my stomach is getting small. And then I started kind of freaking out a little bit because I wasn't feeling the baby as much. So I was like, oh, I can feel the baby. And then my mom would say like, drink water, and then I would drink like cold water, and then I would feel her move, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, she's moving, I can just do this, I can do this. And then I did this to myself. And then when we got at the shower, the DJ finally came, put music on, and and then the lady brought the fruit and whatnot. and I'm sitting here in the shower chair. I can't move, y'all. I can't move. I'm gonna put a video in this so I can show you guys like how I was that day, like literally just sitting down and not moving because I was in so much pain. And like I even like there's some point at the shower where I got up to dance, and oh my god, my face was just like, and my and I kept telling myself, okay, well, now nobody's here, like I need to take pictures. I want to take pictures of my family before I leave. Like I have to take at least like few pictures of my family before I leave. And then they wouldn't show up. Y'all, those people show up like 8:30 before the shower started. And then they started playing games and stuff like that. And I'm telling myself, okay, hurry up. I gotta go. Just, just give me 30 more minutes. 30 more minutes now. We're done. And then, I didn't leave to go to the hospital until like 9:30. Yes, 9:30. Man, I took some risk, y'all. I'm so grateful for my daughter, and I'm so happy that she is fine, because what I did, that was just risky. Don't do that. When your water break, go in. Call the hospital, go in. Seriously. It is not like, because of what I did, I ended up like having C-section because of that. So you don't want that. And so like I pretty much like around 9:30, I pretty much just like took some pictures, and I was like, okay, this is it. I gotta go in. And then we had to drive 30 minutes away. Like we went to the shower. I live 10 minutes to the hospital, but because of where my shower was, so we had to go like far out. So because of that, I end up like having to drive 30 minutes. And by the time I got to the hospital, I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. I told my husband, I was like, please, like I can't walk. Like, can you get me a wheelchair or something? Because I can't walk. I was in so much pain. Now the pain is not stopping. It's just nonstop, like just flowing through. And he had to wheel me on the 4th floor. And then when we got there, they were like, oh, you look so pretty. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I did my makeup and whatnot. And so they were like, oh, did your water break? I'm like, yeah. How far apart was your pain? At this point, I can't talk. I'm just literally crying. And he's like, yeah, I don't think it's stopping. And I'm like, okay, we're going to get you to your room right away. And then by the time they got me into my room, they told me to change into the hospital clothes. I changed into the hospital clothes, and the rest of the water just came gushing down. Like, it was literally like, I don't even know how to say that. Like, here I am. The rest of me, pretty much. And then, so this was like around 10 o'clock. And then when I got in, I was already 5 centimeters dilated when I got into the hospital. Which is like, most people are not, I don't think a lot of people are that far dilated when they get to the hospital, actually. I was 5 centimeters dilated. And then from 10 to, because I was trying to do water birth, it's good to have a birth plan, but at the same time, like, things changes. It doesn't always go according to plan. So yeah, like, even if it doesn't go according to how you want it to, don't feel bad about it, because it's not always going to happen like you want it to. It did not for me. So it was around 3 o'clock. I remember, because I specifically asked for the time, and then they had checked. I was 8 centimeters dilated, and then they were like, oh yay, like you're doing this good, you're almost there. And I just, at this point, I just couldn't handle the pain. And then they went back, and they came back around 5, and I was still 8 centimeters dilated. And so I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need epidural. That thing hurt. Like, the pain, my God. I don't know how people say like, oh, it was just a discomfort. No, mine wasn't a discomfort. Like, I sat through it throughout. Like, I think I didn't feel the pain at first, because I was kind of busy and distracted with planning my shower and like just like getting everything perfect. But after I went into the hospital, and when nobody around me and stuff to laugh at me or like just like talk to me, that's when the pain really, really kicked in. And it was so painful. I was so thirsty. I remember just being really thirsty. Like, I drank so much water than I have in, like, the rest of my pregnancy combined. Literally, like, I was drinking water. Like, those big cups they have in the hospital. I just kept drinking and getting refill and just drinking. I just remember being really dehydrated, really thirsty, and really exhausted. So I asked them for pain medication, and they gave me the first one, just, you know, some IV thing. That didn't work for me. I mean, it made me relax, but I was still like, I feel like my pain was just really high. So I asked them to give me epidural, and then they they gave me time to sit still, and they gave me the epidural. But I don't know. Comment below if like you had epidural, and then tell me your experience in the comment below. I would appreciate that, because mine wasn't good. Like, I didn't like the feeling at all. Like, my legs were just really numb and kind of tingling and numb. Like, it was so uncomfortable for me. I couldn't even sleep. And then, like, it's just, I don't know. People are like, oh, it's supposed to make you relax and not feel pain, but I still felt pain after they gave me epidural. And then plus, like, I also like had like weak legs and whatnot. Like, my legs were just like tingling. I didn't like the feeling. It was horrible for me. And then I just wouldn't, like, after they gave me epidural and stuff, then the doctors gave me around 5:30-ish, and they checked, and I was still at 8 centimeter, and then they were like, well, we can't really, like, you know, continue on this, because actually you have okay. So yeah, they told me I had infection, which of course, yeah, I expected that, because I didn't go into the hospital really. All my water broke because I was some stubborn person, y'all. I was so stubborn. Like, I refused to go there. I refused. So I had infection, and then they said my pressure was too high because I gained a lot of weight in my pregnancy. And then also my pressure was going high, and then the baby heart rate was dropping too. So pressure high, baby heart rate dropping, I have infection, my cervix is swollen. So yeah, pretty much no can do to delivery. It's not gonna happen. I was so, like, when he told me that, I was so sad. I was like, oh my God, I really want to have this baby. Like, I don't want to do C-section and stuff. And they're like, yeah, we don't have time for you to make that decision. We have to act now. Like, it's now or never. Like, be quick. And so my husband was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, baby, like, we have to do it. This is our child's life. We have to. And so by like around 5:30, they told us they wanted to get ready and stuff, and then they came back and get me. By the time we got to the room, it was 7. And then so I wanted to wait for my mom to get there, because my mom had to entertain our guests back at the baby shower, and then she my husband, uncle, my friends, they all kind of clean up and stuff. And so my mom literally got home like a few hours, and then she had to come into the hospital. But she couldn't because she was tired. So when I called, I was like, oh, I'm going to have C-section. I want you here because, you know, just in case anything happened and stuff. I was just really scared. And then they'll give you this thing to kind of like sign, just in case you need blood or like die or something. And my husband signed it, and I signed, and then they took me into the surgery room, which of course, like, in there, like, they gave me the anesthesia. So they pretty much like started it when they put me on the table. Like, I was so numb, but I was so scared that I wasn't. After they gave me the medication, I couldn't feel a thing, but I thought I was feeling something. So I kept saying, no, my legs are still, like, you guys didn't like do it right. I can feel my legs. And then they're like, well, but we're literally like pinching you. Can you feel that? And I'm like, where are you? No, I was like, yeah, you're pinching my legs. And they're like, no, we're pinching your stomach. You can't feel a thing. And pretty much, like, because I already had the epidural and then had that, I was so drunk. Like, I kept passing out. Like, even when they took the baby out and showed it to me, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, okay. And then they brought my husband left, and then they did whatever they did, and then they took like an hour to show me up and stuff, and then took me to the recovery room. Okay, so one thing that I forgot to say, like, so when I first saw the baby, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know how people are like, oh, when I first saw the baby, like, my whole world, like, blah blah blah, like, I was like, oh, and my mom, that was like best thing that ever happened to me. No, not me. I don't know, I'm sorry, I love my daughter now, but when I saw her, I thought nothing. Honestly, I felt nothing. I was like, huh, okay, that's baby, okay. And then when they took us, I guess maybe because it was the fact that I was, drunk, maybe. But yeah, when we went into delivery, the recovery area, when I hear her cry for the first time, it was when we were in the recovery area, I think they take you into the emergency area, and then when you're done with the C-section, they take you into a room before they take you into the recovery room. I forgot what the second one was called, but anyways, when I was in there, they didn't give me my baby the whole one. I first had her. After that, they kind of rolled me into the room, and then she was on the other side with my husband, my mom, and my cousin. And then they didn't put her on my breast right away. They gave her formula, and then they were checking me up and just making sure like everything is okay, because I have fiber also that grew big with my pregnancy. And so yeah, I just had a really complicated, I think I should do another story time, just like tell you guys like of my complications during pregnancy, like how how complicated things was. But I kind of pulled through though. So I did roll separately to the recovery room. That's when they gave me her, like, oh, here's your daughter. And that was the time I held for the first time, but I still wasn't feeling the connection. I did not. And then I hear her cry. Like, when she cried, I was like, who baby is that? She is so loud. I was like, she's too loud. Like, why is she so loud? Like, I just want to sleep. I don't want any of this. Please just let me sleep. And then they put on my breast, and she was sucking so hard. And then I remember, like, I was so depressed for the few days I was in the hospital. I was just so depressed. Yeah, postpartum depression is a real thing. Like, I was depressed. I don't think I ever fell in love with my baby until we came home, you guys, because I couldn't sleep. The first few nights at the hospital, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even keep my eye open. But then I couldn't sleep because she kept crying, and I kept falling asleep on her, and she kept crying, and people kept visiting, because African family, they're just like a chain long of people, and I have like pretty much all my relatives are here. I literally have all my family here. So I have my grandma, my grand aunts and grand uncles and great grand uncles, and yeah, just like cousins and so much. Yeah, her great grandmom is still alive, and she is so young and popping. I'm not even lying. She looks like she could be my mom. And so yeah, that's my story. The things that I learned from my experience are, first of all, like, when your water break, you need to go in right away and not waste time, because you can get infection from it, which of course I did, because I was so focused on doing my baby shower stuff. And if you guys like this video and subscribe, I'm gonna be making videos like this I'm gonna put videos out twice a week on Tuesdays and on Saturdays for now, until I can go back to work, and then maybe my schedule will change. I have a lot of fun stuff coming up for you guys, so stay tuned.